have a new project. This is a square wave generator circuit using 4047 IC. We have this potentiometer and some discrete components, resistor and capacitor, breadboard, jumper wires. We're going to connect it to the oscilloscope to see the waveform generated by this circuit. As we have this IC and the circuit, it is connected now to the oscilloscope, this oscilloscope probe, and then the supply is connected to the adjustable power supply. And then for the oscilloscope, we have this oscilloscope. Let us adjust the voltage. Adjusting the voltage to, we're using adjustable power supply. You can see the waveform. With a supply of 5 volts, we have this waveform. This is a square wave generated by the circuit 4047 IC, which is a multi-vibrator IC, 5 volt supply by the adjustable power supply. We can adjust the frequency by adjusting the potentiometer. So let us see. So when we're going to adjust that and to the oscilloscope, so you can see it is adjusting. By adjusting the potentiometer. So we can adjust the frequency by adjusting the potentiometer, and the duty cycle is always 50%. The on and off is equal. The duty cycle is 50%. They both have the same spacing, same time period, the on and off of the square wave. We have our circuit square wave generator using 4047 IC. We have the IC. This is the power indicator to know that we have the circuit, that the circuit is on, using 4.7 resistor with red LED. Just a power indicator. Then the 5 volt supply. Then to the pin, we have 4, 5, 6, 14 connected pin to the R2 330 ohms resistor to the 5 volts. Pin number 3 connected to one end of the potentiometer, 1 mega ohms. And then the pin number 1 capacitor to the pin number 3. The pin number 2 to the wiper, or the center of the wiper of this potentiometer. And then we have 7, 8, 9, 12. They are all grounded. And this one is pin number 10. So this one is pin number 10. The output connected is the resistor, 330 ohms. And to the output, we connected this oscilloscope, positive probe to the 330 ohms, and then the negative probe of the oscilloscope is to the ground. What happened is we generated this square wave form, and it has a duty cycle of 50%. So what is a duty cycle? Percentage that the waveform is on. So this is the duty cycle. Percentage that the waveform is on, 50% on, 50% off. In the circuit, the generated waveform is constant. It means it is always 50%. The duty cycle is created. So we can only change the frequency of the square wave once we vary the frequency. We can change the frequency. The waveform will getting smaller, but still have the same duty cycle. 50% on, 50% off. That is the duty cycle. The waveform will become smaller, but still the same duty cycle. Once we vary the frequency by adjusting the potentiometer or changing the value of the resistor. So this 4047 is an IC that is capable of generating a square wave waveform. This is a multi-vibrator, a stable multi-vibrator IC. This is the square wave generated by the module. The module is connected to the oscilloscope with 5 volts battery supply.